Hello, everyone. Thank you for checking out this opportunity with us. You're going to find this probably the most exciting, the most lucrative money-making opportunity you've ever seen. Just to let you know our background, how we came to develop this program. Uh, there's three of us, and between the three of us, we have about 80 years of experience in the field. We've been doing lender services, real estate marketing, wholesaling a lot, advanced financial planning, and estate planning. So we have a financial background. It's not like we jump from one thing to the other. Every new product that comes along, everything that hits the market and is the biggest thing that you can't miss out on anymore. We just don't do that. We know this industry and we help people get started making these huge checks. Many of you here are in sales. That's what you do. You've been in real estate sales, automobiles, water filters, no matter what it is, and insurance or any one of the hundreds of opportunities that's being offered out there. Some of them are good, some of them are just ripoffs. Whatever is the scenario or the situation, there's always been something negative about it, hadn't it? It's always been a challenge that wasn't explained to you when you first got started, right? That's true, or you wouldn't be here. If you've been in sales as long as we have, you know what I'm talking about. This is your opportunity. Wouldn't it be great if this is what we tell our potential clients sometimes? Wouldn't it be great if all your income was tax-free? If your investment account only participated in market gains and never participated in a loss? Many of you that are in life insurance sales right now, financial services, you understand what I'm talking about when I talk about only participating in the gains. You could receive 100% tax deduction on all your investments. You can invest as much as you like and still receive 100% tax deduction. And you're not required to include any employees in your company in this retirement program. And you see how the little asterisk by the third and the fourth one. All right. The reason I put that there is because you have to qualify that. It has to go through the business. It has to be an established business, a corporation, a C Corp, S Corp, LLC, something to that effect. And you can, same thing with the fourth one, you can invest as much as you like each year. The bank is going to be doing the investing, but you can dump additional cash into it. The business person can. Now, we have to always be aware, make sure it doesn't become a modified endowment contract. But the bank takes care of that for us too. They watch it constantly and they don't allow it to become a MEC. And we know we don't want MECs because you lose the tax consequences or the tax benefits. So let me tell you about the most exciting and most needed product on the market. It's premium financed IULs. It is our flagship product. It's a non-qualified retirement program designed specifically for business owners and those with significant assets and income. Now, I said non-qualified. As you know, to get the tax deduction, it usually has to be a qualified program. I'm going to explain why this one doesn't. Most people have heard rumors of this product. They've heard that it exists, but they didn't really know if it existed or how to get involved in it. Now, all you're required to do when you work with us is just let these business people know what we have. Let them know that they can own a very large IUL policy and our bank will pay the annual premiums for them. I mean, how much better can you get? And it's a great product. Now, some of the advantages of owning a very large IUL is there's no government regulations that you have to worry about or to implement. Um, it doesn't have abusive tax ramifications like most qualified plans. Doesn't have any participation requirements at all. Doesn't have a minimum or maximum age requirement. You don't have to worry about being 59 and a half or start taking it out before you're 70 and a half. You can take it out anytime you like at whatever age and it's still tax free. Right? It does allow deductible contributions, does allow tax deferred growth and tax-free distributions. It has a very large death benefit, and it has living benefits. If you're in the insurance industry, you know what living benefits are. If not, I'll explain to them in just a second. Now, imagine this, tax-free income from life. All right, what do you think the cash value in a life insurance policy that cannot lose money can only go up in the market? If you put $100,000 a year into that policy for 10 years, because that's the limit, 10 years, that's what the bank's going to pay these premiums on. Or you can put $250,000 a year for 10 years, or $1 million a year for 10 years, as long as we don't make it a MEC. That's why I have this right here. You have to always be conscious of not making it a modified endowment contract. But the client gets to choose, and there's no limit to the choice. There's no maximum. It again, it enjoys tax deferred growth. And one of the things they're become very interested in, people with assets, is protected from creditors. Now, if they wanted to put additional cash in there, as long as they notified the bank is allowed to increase the face value of the policy accordingly, so it doesn't become a MEC. I mean, and then say 10, 15 years down the road, 20 years down the road, whatever it might be when they do retire, they can start taking out 50,000 a year, 75, 150,000 a year. If you're putting in $1 million a year for 10 years, you might even be able to get it up to like $500,000 a year, tax free. But the owner gets to choose all these things. Now, this legal caveat right here. Now, I have to say this because the attorney said we do. The presenter of this material is not an attorney anymore or a tax professional. So what I'm about to cover is the informational purposes only, and you must consult with a tax advisor before starting this program as a client. All other legal questions will be referred to our legal department. This is what's asked. So how in the world can a non-qualified plan be tax deductible? It comes under the Internal Revenue Code 264 and these two subsections. Now, again, unless you're an attorney or a CPA, it's not really good to be talking tax issues with your client. Allow the bank to do that for you, because they will. Now, another big thing about having a very big face value on his life insurance is living benefits. Now, I didn't really say this yet, but you will need to have an active life insurance license to work with us on this product. You can't get around it. We're not going to be paying anybody under the table for referrals or anything like that. You must have a life insurance license. But this policy has a terminal illness rider built into it. If for some chance you told, hey, you got a year to go, they will give you up to 75% of the face value tax-free upfront. Chronic illness, you know what those are: being able to dress, toilet, eating, transferring, bathing, continence, all those. They can give you up to half to pay your bills. They will give them a lump sum check, tax-free, upfront, to pay the cost of having those services. Now, if you have a critical illness, which are a lot of them are listed right here, then you can get 25%. That's still a lot. So if you have a $10 million policy, you're going to get $2.5 million tax-free. And that's basically how it comes out. The policy face values are going to be very large. Now, when it comes to commissions on these products, can you imagine the commissions? All right. You have the possibility of making really big commissions, larger than anything you've probably seen before in the market, because we've partnered up with one of the largest banks in the nation that specializes in premium finance. Since 2016, which is 8 years ago, they've paid over $4 billion in premium payments. And as you know, if you're in the insurance industry, large premiums equals large commissions. Our minimum commission is $60,000 because our minimum premium is $100,000. $1 million premium is like winning the lottery, and that's not hype. It's like winning the lottery. It's such a big commission, and you get it up front because these commissions are annualized, paid by the bank up front. So you don't wait on your money. It's not as earned. And if they pay that first year up front, there's no chargeback to it, right? So it's free money. Now, we all know this. I've been working in this industry for 35 years as a financial planner. Everybody has bills, at least most of us do. And this process is rather long. Okay. The first thing you have to do is you have to find a business person that's interested. That may take a while. Then our bank attorney must speak to the business person's attorney or CPA before they get started. They are required, and they will contact them, and they'll explain it in detail to their attorney and their CPA, not to the business owner. The business owner can be on the line talking to them, but they have to talk to the attorney or CPA to make sure they understand how this works. The medical underwriting could take 2 to 4 weeks, and the medical underwriting has to be done first. We have to make sure they qualify health-wise. Then the financial underwriting kicks in after it's approved medical underwriting, and that could take till 2 to 4 weeks. The policy is then issued. The bank makes the first premium payment to the insurance company through the business person's company. Then commissions are paid. Now, because it takes a long time and some people need checks, they have to pay their bills as they go. So we've created a way for you to make a living while you wait for the big checks to make a life. Okay, the commission range on this product that we have runs about $500 to $1,500, but it's paid in days. Just, if it's issued, you write it today, it's issued Monday, you get paid by Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So it's quick. And we have some great leads for this. And I never charge for leads because I want the sales. I don't want to be selling leads. You get the chance to build your own team if that's what you want. People that build their own teams are looking at sometimes 6 figures a month just in overrides. But you have to have skills in recruiting and maintaining your own people and keeping them motivated. We will train them. You will manage them. We'll talk about that later if you're interested in doing something like that. Okay. The next thing, if you want to be involved with this, we need to see a plan that you have to create a successful plan, any plan. Okay. Treat this like a business that you're opening. Create a plan to follow. Implement your plan. State your goals flat out. Just write them down and invest in your business. I'm not telling you how much money to put in your business, but if you can't put $10 in or $100 in, you might have a hard time working this. Okay, we have all the scripts and the rebuttals that you need. We will take the prospect. When you find a prospect, we will take the prospect, and our attorneys on our staff in the bank will close it for you because it's highly technical product, and we do not want you misstating information. We will supply the leads for you if that's what you need. Again, no cost. Again, this is a product that we offer so you can make a living. You can pay your bills while you're waiting for the big premium finance policies to come through. Now, how's that sound? Sound pretty good, right? But we only are going to work with self-starters. If you're truly independent and self-dependent and you're money motivated and you have energy, we will work with you. We are not going to hold anybody's hands. If you need me to hold your hand, you need to go somewhere else. This is not for those who complain and find fault in everything and they never get started. If that is you, please don't contact us. This program is for people who want to be their own boss and see the opportunity here to get started. Now, I will lay out the lead system on a future program that we're going to have, future training. I'm not going to tell you how we get these leads because it's too easy. You won't believe how easy it is. Okay. If you have an interest in working with this, that's my email right there, brian@greifenventures.org. All right. I'll need your name, your email address, and your cell number. Of course. I want to know the state that you live in. I'd like to know a little about your sales experience. And one of the most important things, who referred you to us? Because if you start recruiting, you want to build a team, you want to make sure that people that you're referring is put under you. So it's really important that you tell us who referred you to us. Now, that's all we have today. If you have any interest in working with us on this particular product on premium financing, just again, contact me at brian@greifenventures.org.